What is going on, guys? This is Miasin. So since the ban list, I kept hearing people say that, pure Snake Eyes is no longer what it used to be. Synchro summoning is just garbage now. Jet Synchron is useless. And that is not really true because you can still do some nice synchro plays even without Borload Savage or Baron de Fleur. And I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of cool lines that you can take in this video right here. But before we go any further, I would really appreciate if you could smash the like and subscribe button. And if this video can get to 1,000 likes, I'll see what I can do with this deck. Probably just give you guys like a really nice spreadsheet with a bunch of combos. Again, I still have to work on the Thunder Dragon one, but I'm gonna do all of that when I come back from YCS Rally. Anyways, this one is a 2-card combo, Snake Eye Ash and Witch, and the third card can be any discard. So obviously, normal summon the Snake Eye Ash. You can also Diabellstar first, doesn't really matter too much. And then Populous is going to be searching for the Divine Temple. And then you're going to be placing the Oak in the Spell and Trap Zone, and then Diabellstar summon, send the other card, and then get your original, which is going to be pitching the Oak, summon the Jet Synchron from the deck, and then we're going to be going into Formula. So the beginning of the combo is pretty much the same thing. But this does play very hard into Nibiru because I don't really see any lines to mitigate the impact of Nib at the moment. If you see any, I would really appreciate you if you could let me know in the comment section, because it's not like you can check the Nib early by summoning Savage to negate it. So that's the reason why it is much weaker to hand traps. Well, I mean, to Nibiru at the very least. The other hand traps doesn't really matter too much. Anyway, Snake Eye Ash, send the Oak, summon the Flamberge. And this is where it gets really interesting. So I guess Jet Synchron right now or after, go into Omega, and then go into Dispatter. Dispatter is going to be insane in this combo because of the existence of Omega. They interact really well with each other. Anyways, Flamberge effect, and then you can revive back 2 monsters, and also go Oak effect, revive back the Jet Synchron from the Banished. And IP Masquerena, whatever, Oak, send the IP, summon Flamberge from deck. That's not necessarily a necessity, because you can also just go, I mean, there's infinite ways of doing that, but yeah, you can, yeah, you could have also went like Princess, revive back, and then send the thingy, and then, yeah, that would have been like one extra interruption. So if anything, we probably missed out on the Princess, but whatever, you get the point. And Omega can make your opponent lose 1 card from the hand, and then Dispatter, revive back the Omega, and then we can Omega again. And we can negate our opponent's monsters with the Dispatter. So that's a lot of interruptions, actually. It's hand loop for 2, 1 negate, and then IP into SP. And again, if we went IP into Princess, revive back Snake Eye Oak, and then Oak, send the Princess, summon Flamberge, and then plays the IP Masquerena, we also would have had a Princess in the graveyard. So I did mess up this combo, but it's at least I can mention it right here. But yeah, very nice what you can do with just Witch and Ash and 1 discard. So it's a lot of interruptions, huh? Yeah, it's pretty nice. But anyways, let's get into combo number 2 now. Alright, so this one I'm just going to be assuming that I draw the field spell because I'm talented at the game, as well as Snake Eye Ash. It is very nasty if you are playing Kashtira cards in your deck, and of course I will be providing the deck profile right after this. Well, I mean, I do have a third combo first, but yeah, you're going to be searching for Unicorn, obviously, and then search your deck for the Birth, and then normal summon Snake Eye Ash, get the Populous, etc., blah, blah, blah. I think people are getting very tired of seeing this. And then search for the original, and then you're going to be pitching the field spell, summon the Jet Synchron. This is summon number 4. Summon number 5, Axial Synchro. It's not like it really played around Nibiru anyways, but you do have the Birth to revive back the Unicorn. And then, yeah, Chainlink 1, draw, Chainlink 2, Populous, and then go into the Spatter. And then Birth, revive back. So now if you get nibbed, you're like mega screwed. Jet Synchron, revive, and then go into Omega, banish 1 card from opponent's hand. And then Dispatter, revive back the Omega, and then hand loop again. This time, by the way, we didn't need a discard, so it's really just the field spell and Snake Eye Ash, that's it. But yeah, Snake Eye Ash, send the Populous, summon the Oak, you revive back a monster, and then, well, the banished Jet Synchron is even better, it's free real estate, and then send the Birth, summon Flamberge, IP, and then Flamberge, revive back 2, Princess, revive back the Flamberge, place the IP Masquerena in the Spell and Trap Zone, and then go for any Link 4, Link 2 fire monster, just to get that Princess in the graveyard. Zealantis could also make you just not lose to Super Poly, because now we got a Dark, a Water, and a Fire monster on the board. And we hand loop our opponent for 2 cards, so that's a big deal, actually. And finally, I will be showing you guys a line with the new Snake Eye Diabellstar that is coming out in Legacy of Destruction. The card is interesting. I don't know if you necessarily need it, but it doesn't suck. It actually makes Divine Temple a little better. So yeah, normal summon Snake Eye Ash, and then again get your Populous. The very beginning of the combo is the exact same. But it will differ very soon when you will be going Divine Temple, because now we're placing the Snake Eye Diabellstar. It's actually a decent card. It's the only Snake Eye monster that does something in the Spell and Trap Zone. The other ones are, they literally just do nothing. Anyways, Diabellstar pitch, and then get your original, and then send the Snake Eye, summon Jet Synchron, and then go for Formula, and then Populous plays back the Snake Eye Diabellstar. because it does have an effect, so you can summon it and then place back something in your graveyard back in the spell and trap zone. And yeah, Jet Synchron revive, and then you go for Omega, and then Snake Eye Diabellstar plays the Populace, summon itself, and send the Populace in order to summon the Snake Eye Oak, revive back the Jet Synchron. And then we're going to be sending the field spell, so we're trying to make a really, really big board. Omega, make your opponent lose 1 card. Dispatter, and then Flamberge, revive back 2 monsters. And then go into IP, and then Dispatter again. Omega, rip another card. And we can go now into a Princess, revive back the Flamberge, and then place the IP. It's pretty much the same thing, right? Yeah, Raging Phoenix, Zealantis. The same as combo number 1. It's not like you really have to play Snake Eye Diabellstar. Honestly, it doesn't really add anything. It's really just like extra fluff, but whatever. So that's it for the combos. Let's get into the deck profile now. Alrighty, so for the deck list, again, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So 12 hand traps. You can also maybe try to fit in like a 13th or 14th. I don't necessarily recommend playing like way too many hand traps, but I guess if you really have to because it's like an FTK format, then you might as well. But the consistency cards that you absolutely cannot cut would be the 3 Witch, 3 Wanted, 3 Snake Eye Ash, 3 Bonfire, double Populace, the 1 Oak, and 1 Flamberge at the very least. The second one you don't necessarily need. And this build is trying to Synchro Summon because we do have a lot of level 7 monsters. So yeah, Jet Synchron obviously with original Divine Temple. And then the cards that are a little more flexible, well, I mean 1 for 1 is not one of them. But the 3 Fenrir, Unicorn, Terraforming, Field Spell, and Birth, you can maybe cut to like a 5-card engine or a 6-card engine. Really does it really depends on your style and also what people are on. So if you want to play again more in an engine, if you want to cut the Flamberge down to 1, you can do that. So yeah, you do have some nice options here. And 3 Fenrir for me was good because going second, it's always just a nice card to have. Even if you don't have access to, you know, Unicorn, Field Spell, or Birth. But if you have, like, the Unicorn and the Fenrir, then it gets really insane because you go Unicorn, search the Birth, and then normal summon the Fenrir. Even if you got, like, no Snake Eye plays, you can still do that. Or, you know, you discard the Fenrir off of Diabellstar, and then you go Birth, revive back the Fenrir, instead of having to revive back the Unicorn. And then the Fenrir can search another Fenrir for next turn. If there is a next turn even, because you are making a really big board, while also hand looping your opponent, and you're getting hand knowledge. So you can also make the appropriate end board. So if you are playing against a deck that doesn't lose to Appaloosa, you don't have to make an Appaloosa. And if you're playing against something like Flunderies, then you don't necessarily need to make an IP into SP. You can just end on the SP right away, or just obviously rush Appaloosa because Apple is extremely good against Flunderies. If you Omega banish their Flunderies birds, you're not going to be really happy. So yeah, try not to do that. Try to be a little better at the game. 40 cards in the main deck, of course, trying to always keep it at 40. And in the extra deck, the Synchro monsters that are obviously necessities would be Omega, the Spatter, as well as Formula Synchron. And the actual Synchro, I think you can actually cut, but it's just that for me, it allowed me to always have access to the Spatter without necessarily having to rely on Flamberge, because you do need a non-tuner dragon monster to make the Spatter. So it's either going to be the Flamberge or the Axel Synchro that makes you revive back the Jet Synchron. And you can also revive back the Formula Synchron, and that makes it like an instant Dispatter, but it's rarely going to come up. But for the most part, this deck still has the same playstyle as before. So you have 4 Synchros, but if you really want to be super minimalistic, you can cut it down to 3. And for the Link monsters, Apo, Zealantis, Raging Phoenix, 1 Princess, but you can maybe play 2 if you really want to. Celine, Dark, Hita, Phoenix, SP, IP, and Linkribo's only replacement, which is Relinquished Anima. We no longer have the ability to dodge now. It's unfortunate. And for more hand traps in the side deck, because why not, right? 12 was clearly not enough. 3 Nibiru. Usually when you side in Nibiru, you try to remove the Kishtiras because they conflict, and you're gonna have to side out 7 cards actually if you do that. Joel and Logbird, very good for the mirror match because the Kishtiras, they always have to search. If you can drool your opponent on the Raise Soul Search, it's gonna hurt like crazy. And yeah, double Lightning Storm, triple Cosmic, triple Talent, and Call by the Grave allows you to cover a lot of ground. Lightning Storm is just generically good. Cosmic is great against like Runic Stun and some other bad matchups, maybe Fire King, whatever. Again, it's always nice, even going first. And then Talents and Call by the Grave could also be like more oppressive cards like Solemn Strike, Anti-Spell. Could literally be like 3 strike, 1 anti-spell. If you feel like your deck is already resilient, which it is, you don't necessarily need like cards like Cross Out in the main deck either. So that's the reason why you're not seeing it. But yeah, these 3 talents also could have been Cross Out, or the 3 Cosmic, or the 3 Drool, or the 3 Nibiru. Or it can maybe play some 1-ofs or 2-ofs. I don't know, it's really up to you. This is like a TCG style side deck. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.